What is up, folks? Stop by. Thank you very much. I am trying to do more picking and rehab my shoulder and arm. Testing out some turners. Trying to keep myself distracted so I don't think the evil thoughts in my head are just evil for me. I don't have bad thoughts. Or I should switch that around. I don't have evil thoughts. I got bad. Hey, transparent eyeball photos. And Marissa, Miss Marmar. Hello. Hello to the two of you. Thank you for stopping by. Rock out with your lockout. Thank you, brother. Always good to see you. I'm going with a little bit of the Gypsy. Double-barreled. Smooth as heck. I think, what is it? 80 proof? 86 proof. That's a weird proof. Might as well call it 80. Here's to you guys. Oh, Swamp Pick showed up as soon as the bourbon hit the screen. You gotta love that. He knew what's up. Elijah Carney. Hello, sir. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for being here. So I got the new Jimy Long Turner set. It's a top of the keyway padlock set is what he's calling them. You got the 30, 40, and 50 thousandths. There's his notchy do. It's got like a little extra tang on there, I think, to help hold it in place. It's got it set up so it's reversed on either side. So I think, you got your counterclockwise and clockwise sides. Nice little, as opposed to the normal, what would this be? I don't know if you guys call them Z-bars. Shit. I don't know if you call these Z-bars or the other ones. I always called these Z-bars, but the double, TOK, BOK. So normally going in two directions. So he's got his stuff not only going the same direction, but a couple bends in there amplifying that. But it is a lot longer, so I think it's going to do well to kind of clear lock bodies and stuff. It's got a cool little tension that way that I think matters. It's part of the way it works. So I've played with them a little bit. Said I haven't been picking too much. I'm still rehabbing. My shoulder's still a fucking mess. Absolute mess. Oh shit, where's my... Oh, I need that. I didn't even think about that ahead of time. D&D boss. Wow, that's a bold claim. Bold claim. Mr. Noah Southpaw. How you doing, brother? Thank you for stopping by. It's been a while since I played D&D, man. Last thing I did was a little Magic the Gathering because I came back to town and I had a big group of friends that played like once a week. It was pretty fun. That game, I'd played it years before. It's gotten pretty complex. Oh, you're out on a weekend there, Nola? Good for you, brother. All right. We'll get to playing with these here. Give me a moment or two. Sometimes it takes a minute to get going. You gotta pour it, drink it, sip it, pour it, open it, roll it, light it. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. All right. So I'm just going with some basic ass padlock. I'm a basic ass picker. So one thing I can say about these, what I kind of like, I don't know, I think it might be weird for a few people when they start playing with these. Where's that thing? So the theory behind tensioning is you're turning it. So this goes that way. I'm pushing it that way. what I do, because and the reason why I think this guy came up with these things is because you can have, especially on a little bit medium level locks or harder locks, you have this fall out a lot when this shit moves back and forth on you. So and then you have trouble with shit fitting really well in a lot of different locks. So that can be a bit of a problem. One of the things I do, because I like this style bar instead of this style bar where it's flat that way. I'm just not very good at these because I don't pick up. I pick down, which is really the reason these don't work for me. And with the sideways style bar, I can pick down and it's comfortable. So that's more than anything. That's probably why I like these over these. But what I have found is putting a little bit of tension that way while you're pushing down and pushing kind of out helps trap those in there a little bit better, and I get a lot less fallout and turner drop. So with these, kind of that springiness involved in those two turns. Now I like them because the angle, the two angles, and then the thing at the end, it gives you just more stuff to kind of put your finger on at different spots. A little more purchase. I prefer that. And then this one, when you're pushing it down, it's great. But when you push down, it pushes that little bit forward, like I already like to do with that style Z bar. And it seems to be the intended to make it work right. But if you're doing that, it seems to bite really well. Sits a little different than the turners I'm used to, just in dimensions and stuff in the pick way, or the key way. But I think so far I'm digging it a little bit. Chained her to the hotel bed. Miss Nola's safe word is comped breakfast. All right, there's a turn. And honestly, the thing that I think the difference that'll matter just on what anybody likes to use is, like I said, when you get movement back and forth on the cylinder, or when you finally pop it and open it, you have a penchant for these to fall out. So seems to be, I think it bites pretty good so far. There's one lock at least. I'll try some others. And since I like to rake, but I also like to rake sometimes with the top of the keyway, so it's important to me to see if I can rake. Now, it does, if you can see it, so kind of, if I'm not pushing it quite right, I can push it in and it'll fold up like that a little. Whereas, like this style turner, if I get a little sloppy with it, it'll start turning it kind of that way. So it's a little different on the where it's not forgiving, where you got to kind of learn to adjust. So, but I also need to see if I can rake with top of the keyway turner for me to like them. And it seems to be working. Yeah, hit that like button, y'all. I appreciate that. I'm just a lowly lowly little hobbyist here on YouTube. Every little bit helps. Every like, every sub, every member to the channel, every super chat sent my way. Any of the money that comes into the channel ends up going over to Mitten Made Lock Sport, where we take care of some vets that are lock pickers. We're getting a round of stuff to send around. Well, we got a couple guys that 2, 3, 4 guys we got to send some first stuff to, and then kind of get back to the cycle of sending everybody stuff. So That's what we like to do. All right, let me try using... These are the Jimy Long minis, since I'm using the Jimy Long picks for the most part. Kind of the one I use the most right now. But I'll use some of these minis while we're testing his turners. Wood rock outside. Locks are only meant for honest people. Honesty is only meant for honest people. Locks are, they're like they're like a castle wall, man. They're just a deterrent. Slow down, give you time to notice if you see someone doing the bad thing, you know. When no one's supposed to be climbing the castle wall, you see someone climbing the wall, you let someone know. If I did this right, this is open. Ah, there it is. There it is. Which affordable one you recommend being the hardest to open without a key? Honestly, well, it depends. Like, there's kind of a class, because, like, for me, this one was harder than this one, even though they're roughly the same, you know, kind of like level. If you get an American 1100, a Padlock, 98 Pro, even like they don't make them anymore, but you can still find them, like in a Master Lock, the 6835. I mean, it's a hard pick for people that don't sit here and do this every goddamn day. Someone who's just kind of a low-level picker, hobbyist picker, trying to, you know, get into people's sheds, man. It's a lot harder when you're trying to do stupid shit. So, I was trying to think. I was thinking of recommending something, as far as lock-wise. If any of my pickers in the comments, man, definitely fucking chime in. We got a bunch of guys in here, and some of them know more about lock. Most of them know more about locks than I do. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, no. If you're vigilant, vigilance is the only security. That's the thing. It's like I'm also an escape artist. We have a handcuff escape club. I do handcuff escape lives, and people are often like, you know, if you do that in front of a cop or blah blah. Yeah, well, I'm not telling you to do it in front of a cop, because when you're arrested by a cop, the one security feature that none of the cuffs have without the cop is the cop watching you, you know, or the cops, or, you know, the jailers or whatever. That's where the real security of handcuffs and things like that happen. You leave me alone, you put any pair of handcuffs on me, leave me alone and have little bits and pieces and stuff I can get a hold of, and I'll eventually get out of the goddamn cuffs. I got a wall of handcuffs back here. I've been able to prove my point on that. The 410 Loto is, yeah, I mean, but the problem with telling someone to get that, it's actually, this is one of Master Lock's better locks. But it's a plastic body core. It's not something you're likely to try to use for security. They're great for lockout, tag out. So if someone's going to work on a big machinery and like production lines and huge washers and heaters and stuff, they have to turn off the power. You have to lock the power off. And then, so usually more than one lock. So that way it's there. It's not for like theft security. It's for protection of life security. So that's why these get made. It's cheaper to make them with the plastic bodies, but it's a better fucking core than they put in most of their other goddamn locks. It doesn't make any sense. If they would just put that in a metal fucking body, they'd sell. But that Master Lock single-handedly like degraded the quality of locks fucking worldwide. Uh-oh, what's swamp picking? Alright, let's grab us up. Grab us up a little Brinks. I'll tell you right now, man, these fucking these laminated Brinks, these basic ass like 40 millimeters, 50s probably too, but these fuckers, something about the back of there, dude, they will trap a rake and bust your shit. So definitely be careful anytime you're fucking with these guys. Or these guys with rakes and stuff. Honey? What? Oh, I didn't know if it was... Never mind. Thought my wife came home. Alright. Find my ashtray, and then we'll get to picking. But if you're looking to get into picking, I think all your basic brinks, laminated brinks and stuff, they're good locks to get to learn because they got spools, but they tend to be kind of an easy version of spools. Like you can really feel the feedback. Like I couldn't feel feedback. I still am not great at it, but like I would smash pins down and people are like, "Oh, those spools were cool," and I was like, "Yeah, spools." But these help teach it, so apparently not me. Let's reset that. Let's see, I'm rolling it. If you're not hitting this right, you're gonna roll it, just like you will any freaking TOK turner. Okay. Chuck Soup, how you doing, brother? How's the cuffs coming along, Soup? I haven't caught you. If I've missed you doing any, I'm sorry. Dude, I'm not, like, the algorithm's really dicking me, dude. It's only showing me, like, the last 10 people I've signed up to, or subbed to. You are awake? I feel you there, brother. I'm trying to wear myself out so I do not remain unnecessarily awake throughout the night. I don't know if it will work or not. This little US set. US set laminated. Dead shackle, dead core. This one's got some nice little spools in it. Tend to frustrate me. I don't know why I'm trying to do this with the mini pick. That was actually a stupid choice. So let me grab a pick I can work with. Oh yeah. What Chuck, forgive me, are you working with Peerless or are you working with Smith & Wesson, brother? Lifts in the what? Do you have any maximum? Talk us through start to end. Okay, well, sorry. I want me to talk you through. All right, here's a lock. Here's a turner. Here's a pick. I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to feel around. I'm going to push stuff. If I'm lucky, ooh, I'll get counter rotation and set shit. And then I'm going to get down to the one thing I can't figure out, and it's going to piss me off. At least I set that. And if I'm lucky, this opens it. Oh, there we go. Skadoo! You're doing it wrong? Do you want some tips? Oh, Doc Prepper? Was I doing it wrong? What tips do you have? Sure. Throw tips. Feeling around pushing stuff. Any more detail? Do you not know anything about locks, man? Or have you never like watched a lockpicking video? So you're pushing, you're gonna generally try to use something like the jiggle test. So you're just gonna you're going to go through and kind of push on each pin, see if it's stiff or squishy. And then you're going to make a determination if you want to try to manipulate it more. If it's stiff, that generally means you're going to be able to, it's got some tension in the cylinder on it. You can have more than one, so you might have to try to figure it out and play the game. So once you get that to set, or the first one to set, you'll get a little bit of rotation in your cylinder, and then you kind of repeat that process. And then depending on your security pins and different things like that, you will have pins that you set drop back down. You'll have to go back. You'll have to, oh shit, oh fuck. Let me try a zip. I don't know if this will be good for a zip, or if I'll just pull the turner out. So, see, pull the fucking turner. If I don't pull the turner out, I don't get the zip. Fuck. Well, let's check that out. It's faster if you use the key. Well, not if I, no, it's not. If I want to go faster, I'll use the tool that's the fastest. Doc Prepper, I believe you're probably, I think I know which previous person you were. You kind of have a tell in the way you troll, man. You gotta learn to mix that shit up. Damn. Well, let's see if I can rake it. Already lock is open. How so? Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm not fond of these. Let me see if I can make it work as a BOK. Seems to have enough purchase. Yeah. There's some locks that'll work in. I wonder if the other side would work. It doesn't get in there. Kind of stuck using that. Well, it does get a good purchase. Didn't hit the pins. Well, fuck it. Fuck it. I like them. I mean, look, I like having a lot of different types of stuff, the different lengths, the different fittings, you know, notches and shit like that are going to where it sits in the keyway, because even the ones that I don't like the most end up working on a random lock or two. So, but I think they're definitely going to be well liked among pickers. I don't know if they'll be all the rage or anything like that, but definitely will be liked. I think people are going to enjoy using them. There's going to be a few people that fucking love them, and they're going to start tearing open everything up, you know, up into black belt locks. I don't think many people will hate them. There'll be a few who are like, yeah, it's not for me, but I mean, that was the same with like the Reaper tensioners. Most people kind of dug them. A few people didn't. All right, there's an open. Rack it fast. You gotta. Dude, I can't see for shit. I'm trying to squint at the chat. So if I'm missing anybody popping in, if any of my people are here, I'm sorry if I didn't see you. If I don't catch you. Trying to adjust my eyes to the chat a little more here. Let me take a drink. Let me relight the unlit thing. Yeah, I mean, like personally, I mean, it's hard to say this because I these are my turners, but these are my favorite turners. My favorite style was this to begin with. I wasn't good with the other style, and then I just with the double twist, the two twists on the there with the way the tension and everything fits with these, they work the best for me. I I wouldn't replace these with these, at least not at this point. But definitely, I definitely want to have them in my kit. I will certainly end up buying a couple extra pair or a couple extra sets, so I have them in in my couple of my different kits that I have a lot of shit in for like traveling here, that kind of thing. So, but again, like with the Reapers, I dug these little shorties. Like they're the little angle and shit that's going on now with the adjustability. I appreciate those. I think these look great, but since I don't use that style, they seem to work pretty good. But I don't know. People who use that and better pickers than me kind of got to tell me on something like that. But I'm glad I have them in my my arsenal. I like trying to use them. And the other thing I found with like pick, whether it's a pick or a turner, for the longest time I couldn't use a round-ended pick to save my life, and eventually that's what got me into 1100s. Um, there's rakes that I didn't like for like the city rake. I didn't like the city rake for a long time, and eventually figured out how to use it and kind of fell in love with it. So I do like having stuff laying around so I can keep kind of trying to learn it and practice it and get better at it. And then, so when it comes to me reviewing stuff, I don't really trash much. I'll tell you, I'll tell you what I like about it. I'll tell you what I think other people might like about it, even if I don't. I'll tell you what I don't like about it, but that's from a personal standpoint, usually only. But I do, I think everybody, like, a lot of this shit's gonna, this will appeal to me, not you. It'll appeal to you, not me. So we kind of get stuck having to try a lot of different things in this hobby to see what works for you. But it's similar to, like, doing, I've been like a subcontractor, handyman guy, and like getting into tools that way. You know, I'm a Makita guy when it comes to the old cordless and power tools, but I didn't get there until I tried out DeWalt and Milwaukee and was stuck buying Ryobi and pulled a few Black and Deckers out of a trash can and things like that. Dude, oh god, dude, where are we? You left-handy? Are you lefties already whining? The lefties are already whining. You can set your clock by that shit. You ain't even tried them. What are you talking about? They got a counterclockwise kind of like thing. Doesn't that mean left? Doesn't that work better for you? You devil-handed son of a bitch. Oh, that's not. I thought I had it open. I thought I had it open. One of these goddamn spools. Ah, there we go. That's a nice, satisfying little shack pop. Do I have storage unit lock? These are trivial. You'd be better off putting any of these on your storage unit over a storage unit lock, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Your mom's trivial. No, she's not. Your mom's very, very much appreciated. Tell her I said hi. I'll have that $10 to her next Friday. All right. Let's get in over. We're also trying to see how well it does over the top some of these stupid ass. That's too good. Weatherproofing shit. I don't. Yeah, I'm trying. I was trying NOLA. I don't. It can kind of fit. I mean, it is like using a. Maybe the other one does. It's like using any other TOK. But I used a lot of TOK for. I use a lot of the shit. The TOK side for bottom of the keyway turning tensioning. So, right, let's give it another try because NOLA said so. Commissary's running low. Hit that like, people. Come on. Sub me up, all that shit. Huh? Like I said, if you can get it in there. Get a little purchase. That extra little thing might get in the way of some things. It might help out on some things, depending on the keyway. So. Subs are nice. I like subs. My personal favorite is an Italian. I like Italian subs. Preferably toasted. That would be nice. Alright. Get in here on the LL lock. Yeah, I've got, well, shit, the Jimy Turners that come with the intermediate set, man, I don't even think I have. They're probably over there in a bag. First pair of Turners I ever got from Jimy, I pulled out of the bag, I put in a lock for short and bent the shit out of them. I was like, okay. Sorry about that, Jimy. I did that to some shit from Multipick though too. I forget which set those were out of. Most of Multipicks I like though. Shit. See, it does seem to do that a decent amount. If I totally release tension, I'm not paying attention to the fact that I don't want it to drop. Oh shit, I thought that was gonna be it. Fuck pins left. Right there. The first goddamn pin. No, I'm not a locksmith. I'm a lockpicker and an escape artist. I'm an amateur locksmith for hobby purposes and for helping out friends like on lockouts and things like that. I would have to put in a lot more study if I wanted to ever call myself a locksmith. Locksmithing's a lot. They don't pick as much, so this might be interesting. That's a very big ass keyway. So I wonder if I can get in there that way. Can we make it work? This is a little wafer lock. Built right. here. Fuck. It's not working. I think you can overset something on this lock. What the fuck am I doing wrong? Alright, let's try again. Reset that shit. In there too deep. Get out of the way. Try that. What's everyone got planned for Valentine's Day? Anyone got something special to make the rest of us look bad? Sleep. Yeah, I'm actually starting back up work tomorrow. 2 weeks earlier than expected, so I'm gonna come home and oh shit, did I get it? Oh, I think I had it and then I fucked it up. Maybe I didn't. Try it again. Oh, that's a bummer choke. Fuck, did I get it? What's going on? Alright, they're not working for that. That's the main test. Fuck the lock. Which other shit doesn't work super well in that thing either. So it's really not a knock against these Jimmies. There we go. I was going to drop the pop there. Did not drop it. Very happy about that. So far, I'm digging them. Keep that going. Alright. Try this motherfucker. So go to the back. Set pin 5. Set pin 4. And sort of set 2, I think. Push 1 does not feel like it sets. What did I do? Something right. Nice thing about the dead shackle, dead core, is when you drop the pop, it's still there. You gotta appreciate that. Okay, go watch Lockpicking Lawyer then. I give a shit. Lockpicking Lawyer offered me a job, or his company did, so I must be doing something right. Neener, neener, neener. You want to impress me? Tell me I'm no D-Mac. And I know you know who's who. I wasn't a bee about it. You were being a little bee. You come in and be an asshole to somebody, and when they snap back, you're like, "Oh, dude, why are you saying that?" That's cool, little brother. You're not the first to show up on a lockpicking video and start talking some shit about Lockpicking Lawyer, man. We get used to that. It's almost a mark of pride. I gotta go back to 1. I had to go back to 1. If you don't know, that number 1. When it's lockpicking lawyer showing up. On my live, nah, he's not gonna show up, brother. Since I turned that job down, dude, he's probably dead to me. I've been on a live with him before. On Lady Lock's channel. She's actually the brand ambassador for Covert Instruments. She's a kick-ass picker. Just go check her out, sub her up. He pops up usually on her birthday and another time or two during the year. He's a good guy. He's cool. He's fun. He's fun to hang out with. Charming, knowledgeable. I would love to have him on. Haha. Oh, I get you. Even when I'm watching the live streams, I'm watching, man. I'll go see what's underneath it. You know, like from 1 to 6 spaces. You see some weird shit. That's how some people end up here, man. They're like, "What's going on?" The best comment anyone ever said in the chat. I was handcuffed and picking locks, and they said, "What in the midlife crisis is going on? What in the name of midlife crisis, or what in the midlife crisis is going on here?" And dude, it cracked me the fuck up. We don't mind some. I don't mind a little playing, a little ball busting. I'm confident in my abilities. I can take it. Until I don't pick this lock and then throw it across the fucking room because it's a stupidly easy lock. But I ain't doing that right now. Ah, there we go. Some people don't respect skill if it doesn't include athleticism. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Athleticism and skill are 2 different things. So you can have skill with athleticism, you can have skill without it. I mean, art, painting, shooting pool. Now, if there's no athleticism, I'll here's where I'll agree with you is like I have a hard time calling golf a sport. It's a fucking incredible skill, but you know, without the athleticism, that's where I kind of fall into your camp. With skill, man, like, dude, embroidery, sewing, painting, glazing, blacksmithing, like dude, there's skill levels in everything. So that's what I'm disagreeing about. Yeah, go to Jimy Long's, grab a set, get a turn, get to showing. Anybody wants to, you know, anytime you know better, show us. We like to see it. I get back on this stupid thing. Well, that is the here's one super con about these. They're very springy and they're longer, so there might be a lot more shooting around the desk. We've all had some tension flinging follies. Not saying they're definitely more flingy, but I'm saying they might be more flingy. That's all I know. Well, same as bowling. It's hard to call it a sport. Yeah, no, I agree. It's bowling. I mean, because, dude, bowling, you can smoke a cigarette and drink beer. But it's an incredible skill. I can't bowl. I mean, I think I've luckily bowled like a little bit over a 200. It was total luck. You know, if I could be in the 170s, 180s, I was happy with the game. I didn't put a lot into it, but if I would have tried harder at bowling, I wouldn't get it any better. And The Big Lebowski is my favorite goddamn movie ever. Alright, this is a handcuff keyed padlock. A little paint's coming off. It's brass padlock underneath some paint, but you can see the not too dead still kicking. Cuff lock. There we go. Show you how that bad boy works. Takes a handcuff key. Get in there. Pop-a-loppa. There's no double lock, right? I don't know. I never even tried that. Is there double? No. Although it's deeper, the key blade goes deeper into here than it does in a handcuff. Which can just get in here and do it like that. Bam. Don't even need the turners. Construction, what are you doing in construction? Are you a framer? Are you just like a GC's, everything guy? You doing slabs? Yeah, hey, 3 cent. One of the things that happens to lock sporters is you kind of have a panic moment because the illusion of security really dawns on you. You're like, oh shit. You look around at all the locks in your life and you start thinking about upgrading. Oh, there we go. Nice little pick on that Union padlock. Well, thank you, John. I appreciate that. Jimy Longs? Yep. Using Jimy Longs. These are Jimy Longs. His new padlock top keyway turning set. I'm giving these a test. They come in a 3 set. Generally, the standard is 3 set, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000s, and he's following along with here. He's got these nice little ridges that help a little bit on the bends for grip, but they also differentiate which one you're dealing with. There's 4 cuts, 3 cuts, and 5 cuts, respectively. So, hold on, I have... Oh, all right. That is a good sign. All right, let's try to get into an 1100 at the very least. Got to try to get in one of these. You see lock on the one. Yeah. Oh no, Chuck. Yeah, that's another problem for lock sporters. Is you just stare. It doesn't matter if it's a front door, bathroom door, a cabinet door, a safe, whatever. You find yourself staring at the locks, taking pictures of locks, having to explain why you're taking pictures of locks. I've been there. Why is it going weird about this? All right. It ain't working right yet. So. All right, you know what? Just be getting used to it, but it might be. Oh, now I got it. I have a hard time. These generally tend to take a little bit lighter tension. I'm a very heavy tension guy. And then going light tension on this takes away like the pressure and that springiness. So that's something I'll definitely have to get used to for 1100s and locks like that. It's just a difference I can feel trying to do that. I'm kind of surprised I got that. So, all right, let's give pack lock a try. Let's stay in there. And this is a lock notorious for turners not setting in there well. So this is a good test. That one's sort of catchy. Where's the other one? Shit. Where's 1, 2? Guaranteed. Give me 3 turners. I will put them on my desk and lose 1 in like a fucking 10 minutes. That won't even fit. All right. Moscow, what's up, brother? Awesome. We've got some Russian brothers in here. We got some regular Croatian brothers. And I have a fascination. I'm trying to get some goddamn handcuffs out of Russia, so I currently have a fascination. You guys also make some really cool ass locks. Oh, fuck it. My eyes are going on me. Let's see if I can make this work with a BOK. So that'll go better. I wonder if that'll work. Let's try. Fuck it. Bam. It works. Can get it to work. I can get it to work. I'm very happy. Yeah. Sometimes you need to just, get open. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you. So, this is how mad this fucking lock makes me. I won't even try to pick it right now. This fucking 30 millimeter Brinks, man. This gave me a fits for days. Dude, just days. Oh, it's driving me up a fucking wall. Finally did get it a couple times. I had to not a fluke it. And then I'm going to save it for more mini lock Monday shit. But, yeah, it pissed me. I don't even want to get that pissed off. That's how bad that lock did me. Using keys is easier. Using keys is easier. But is using keys... Ah, oh, you fucker. Yeah, it would have been easier with a key. Let me try it for fucking... That's not it. Up. Oh, there we go. I haven't done this one in a while. There we go. Oh, too much tension. There we go. There we go. Ta-da-ta-ta-ta. I'm loving it. Yeah, using key. Well, the thing is, here's the thing. If there's a key in there, I can't fucking pick the lock. I can't get around the key. It's not the size of the chip, the motion on the Avis. Dude, using keys is boring. Like right here. You're handcuffed. Someone handed you a key. But someone also handed you a bent up bobby pin. Which one are you going to go for? Which one do you want? You don't want that one. I want this one. Oh, shit. There we go. Get yourself out. Melt the plastic bottle top to the key. Pulls it right out. Nah, that might be interesting. I haven't done a plastic bottle melt key retainment. It's not going to work if you bust a pick, necessarily, because they bust and get in there in weird ways. All right. Hey, what kind of cuffs do you have, brother? These are... Where are we at? These are some... There we go. Smith & Wesson model 100s with the push-through double lock little windowy thing there. As opposed to... These are some Peerless. Try these fuckers on. If a key breaks... Oh yeah, we just did that. We gotta do at least one double lock escape. We'll go with the rock out with your lockout. At rock out with your lockout. He's a great, he's a picker. He's a shackleman. He's a good guy. He makes this shit. These are awesome. Extended cuff key tool. Makes it a lot easier to double lock. And if I get into a bad situation, it makes it easier to use the key to get myself out. Instead of trying to use a little fucking key. That shit sucks. Alright. Let's see if this busted pick will get in here. There's the double lock. There's the single. And there we go. Yeah, yeah, you got to worry about that pink fuzz, man. It'll get in there and jam up your lock. Especially if you got lube flying around. Lube and fuzz are not good for a lock. I mean, it's a fun way to fuck up a lock, I imagine. Any Valentine's plans, man? Well, who's doing what? Come on, someone's got to have something good on the fucking burner. Give me some faith in humanity here. I'm failing you. I'm not doing shit. I'm gonna work. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I haven't worked in fucking 3 months. Total buzzkill. I'm a buzzkill? Goddamn, Derek, man. Thanks. That's not the thing. That's not the Valentine's, like, you know, message I needed. I'm a buzzkill? I'm not a buzzkill. Alright. I don't know where the shackle... Oh, there it is. Let's get it fucking go. Could have picked it without the shackle. We got the shackle. Let's get the shackle. Actually, I just wrecked the bitch since I got a rake in my hand. The thing about this is I cannot put the tension on. I gotta get the rake past the pins before I do that, or else it will not get past pin 3. I might have to let up to let it by. And here we go. Oh, bow, bow. Valentine's Day is coming. Are we there yet? My wife's headed home from the bar. I'd say that means I'm going to get lucky, but she's not a drinker. Well, if you are a dedicated nose picker, the OCD level of nose picking I'm talking about, then you're definitely bound for locks, man. You're basically trying to pick a lock's nose. I definitely... Shit, sorry. Let's try some more Peerless. We'll do red. Red light district. These are the 750Cs. A little bit of an improved double lock mechanism. Doesn't really change picking it. It prevents you from smacking them and releasing that double lock. All right, let me go ahead and grab a brand new bobby pin out of the box of tools, random everyday tools. All right. And then around, so it's a little more manipulative. Now that little nub on there is going to make it harder to get into the keyway, but it will help give more surface for the pick. So we have the double lock picked. I'm going to bring it around, try to move it into position to pick the single lock. Get the goddamn thing out. And generally you'll work a little bit of that shit off by jamming it and pulling it out that first time, but it can still get stuck on your way in the, like that, on your way into the goddamn keyway. Alright. Nope, slipped off the ball. There we go. Double lock. Come around to the top of the keyway. Just keep walking it around. So generally, I'm gonna get in here. So opposite the keyway. So here at 9 o'clock. On this pair would be over here about 3 o'clock. So depending on where my pick is, if it's in the right spot, I'm going to lean back, and then I'm going to lean that way. It's a little bit of double lean. All right. So if you're not quite in the spot, you'll walk it. So you'll move it around the keyway and change the angle and where you're at. But you'll keep kind of adjusting between those two leans, having pressure in that. And that kind of helps get you when you're not in the right spot. If I'm in the wrong spot here, I would kind of work it around and then this. Trying to work it too much. There we go. This is a hobby. This is a total hobby. I'm a YouTuber. I like lock sport and escape artistry, so this is what we do. Got a group for veterans. Started a lock sport group for veterans, made lock sport. Oop, there's the other side of that. So any money that comes into my channel through YouTube or super chats or memberships or anything like that goes to buy picks, locks, hot sauce, and other shit, and pay to send it around to vets that are into lock sports so we can support them in their channels. Transparent Eyeballs right there is one of them. Oh, we don't mail him anything. I go meet him in person. That's the respect we give the eyeball. And then also, where's my other thing? Because I'm into the handcuffs and shit. This guy right here, Not Too Dead, Pyro Panda. He and I co-founded the Shackleman Cuff Club. So we got a Guinness World Record holder as a mentor and dragged him into the club and brought a bunch of people in, lock sporters and lock pickers in there, and we all have fun with the cuffs. That's what we like to do. Oh yeah, Michigan baby. Got to give that. And we're an international group. We have a vet from the UK. We got a vet from Canada. The rest of our vets are from US. We've got all branches, all four branches. I don't think we have a Coast Guard. Maybe we do. Oh, actually, we have a guy. We have a guy that started Coast Guard and then moved over. So we have all five branches covered. Um, and then again, the UK Navy and Canadian military. So it's pretty fun. I get to kind of hang out, virtually and stuff like that. Sometimes on phone calls and whatnot with vets. Some of them are active duty. Some of them are not. They all have great stories, and I mean they all did service, to our country or their country. It's one of those things. Teachers, police, you know, sanitation people, military. There's certain aspects of society that no matter which society you go to, that exists. So those people are doing something that's necessary, and you got to respect it. And then when there's danger and commitment and service and things like that involved, you gotta add more respect. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We were trying for the most part, we actually stayed on task. I was trying these out earlier tonight. The Jimy Long Padlock Topic Keyway Turners. Get them at jimylongs.com. I think they're about $12. It only charges about domestically, it's about a $6 shipping. Definitely worth it. If you're a picker, it's worth trying out. I mean, it's an easy price, $4, $4 a turner. It's always great to have more turners. I don't think you'll hate them. I think you'll like them at least a little bit. You'll be happy they're in your kit, even if you don't use them a whole lot. But you'll be bummed out if you don't get them and try them. I think that's kind of how I feel about them. So yeah, definitely worth it. I'm gonna put a lot more time into trying them out and seeing how I feel, and kind of figuring out where they go in my hierarchy of turners amongst the companies and designs and things like that. So, thank you all very much. I appreciate you coming by. My normal every week live is Saturday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Shackman After Dark. We do some lockpicking, we do a bunch of escape stuff, talk handcuffs, we'll talk Shackleman Cuff Club stuff. Hopefully a bunch of our Shackleman Cuff Club members and fellow lockpickers will be in the live at that time. And we answer a lot of questions and try to bring more people into these hobbies. So thank you all very much. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow night.